Okay, so now it's time to fit the cylinder head. So so this is the sheet for doing it. Oh, okay, there's a few things with this. You can see here the diagram, and you can see that you have the bolts that are numbered. So this is the sequence in which you tighten. And then there are 3 tightenings. First tighten for this engine is 10 Newton meters, second one is 20, and the third one, our final tighten, is 35 to 40 Newton meters. Newton meters. I keep getting that word wrong. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Make sure everything is clean. Make sure everything is clean. I usually just thread this down through each of the bolts, which I've done. So just to clean out the threads, and then I give them a blowout, just so that there's no dirt stuck down there, so that you'll have no problem tightening. And then just come along and give it a bit of a clean off here with some alcohol wipes or something like that. So, okay. Now the last thing I do is I just grease, put a little oil in here, just so that when the engine starts up, that you're going to have oil in the pistons. Okay, that's pretty good. And now, that looks pretty good now. So all the bolt threads are cleared out with the thread, the tap I put in there. You just clear them out, blow out the bolts, then make sure everything is clean. Make sure you just do the same to the head part. So then the gasket drops on. Now the gasket can only go on one way, which is good. So if it's on the right way, there's 2 little things here to put it down, and all of the holes line up, so that looks pretty good. And then the head goes on. Now you know the head fits into these 2, and they go on there like this. And once they're in, they're in. That's basically it. Now the bolts that I took out, I have them on this set up here, so I know which way, and I have it marked, so I know which way I took them out. So the same bolt goes back into the same hole. So basically, and before you do it, it just says on the book to put a little grease on them. So I'm going to do that. Put a little grease on each of them. Just so. And what I do, put them back in the same way as they were taken out. A little bit of grease. There's only one, you just get one shot of this. Once these are tightened, that's it. It's a new head gasket if you've got to open them again. So, you can see that, right? I have to apologize for the sound on this. Sometimes with the rain and with everything, it's just picking it up from the speaker of my phone, so it's not very good, but it'll give you a good idea of what you got to read the book yourself, and you have to read it a few times so that you know what you're doing before you go at it, and then it's pretty straightforward. Well, it's not bad. As I said, I am an amateur, so you have to allow for that, really, to be honest. There's 10 bolts on this. 10 bolts to go in. Yeah, I messed up one here. Okay, so now, you know, this has to tighten evenly, you know, the head gasket has to be tightened down evenly so that everything seals up. You just, this is, you know, this is one of the most important steps of the whole rebuild, to get this rebuilt right, to get this done right. So I guess just hand tighten them down first of all, everything, just so that you know you're in the right thread and there's no messing again, you know. So you hand tighten them down. So you can basically tighten these 20 times as you like, as long as you tighten them all the same and you build it up to the eventual tightening of 35 to 40 Newton meters. So they're all down now, and they're all hand tight. So I'm just going to take the phone off once again just to show you the setup. Okay, so you can see here how I have marked the bolts, you know what I mean. So I have marked them all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the order of the tightening. So now I know, without having to refer back and over, where to start and where to finish each time. So after this, it's just a matter now of going along and torquing these and eventually winding up at probably, you know, 35 to 48 millimeters. Now, so okay, I've got the torque here set up. So, and I have it set down to, I must have set it down to, well, down to 10 first of all. Check that. Okay. Okay. And going on to moving on to 2, and moving on to 3. 4. 5. 6.